to all readers of the Ringing Cedar series of Russia. Yeah, I'm sitting here with Rita from Russia. We are beside the settlement Slavnoye, a very beautiful settlement also. You told me until the age of 15 you were quite trapped somehow.
Most of the children are trapped by their parents' good wishes for them, and my parents, they wish the best for me, and I thank them very much because my mother found me a great teacher, so I can talk to you right now. I had a wonderful opportunity to become a musician. I learned to play the piano since I was 6 years old, and I don't regret anything in my life, really. But I must say that when I reached the age of 15, I felt that I have to make really important decision about my life, because before that age I didn't really question anything. I didn't question any of my time for myself, because I basically lived like my parents wanted me to. I guess most of the kids do as well. When I reached some age, when I started to have questions about life, about how different people live, are they happy? Do they have happy families? Do they really meet true love, or is it all just an illusion, or like lying to yourself about being happy, not being happy at all? And I began to see my own parents' relationships in a different view, and from a different position, from a position of a woman who suddenly realized that she is a future woman and she will want to have her man and fall in love with someone. And it was all really confusing for me, because I needed answers to my questions and my parents couldn't give me the answers. I started to look for them everywhere in the books, because I love to read really much, and I tried to find an example for me, an example of lifestyle, of the family, of happy family, of relationships in which both people are happy and not making any sacrifices that make them unhappy, you know. At that moment, a very important thing happened. Somehow I found the books about Anastasia, and what she described in her story, and what she talks about, I felt that it was so real and so true that it filled my heart with joy and with a very clear purpose of what my life really must be. It was so beautiful and so inspiring that I felt enough courage and strength inside me to think about changing my life very radically, and not being afraid of not getting an education like most of the people have to, and not getting a normal job, or not even getting an approval from my parents and the relatives. It all became unimportant, because if being all these things that they wanted me to be, if it all meant that I will be unhappy and all my life will be just someone else's illusions, it didn't seem right. So I think that was the moment when I started to end many things in my life that were important for me before that, and I started to find new things, new people, new friends who could help me. I studied at home, so I was house-schooled or homeschooled. Yes, I couldn't socialize very easily with the people when I went to the music college. After that, it was all a bit hard for me too, and I couldn't get myself interested in the things that interested people of my age, because I wanted to think about serious things like family and love and relationships and the global happiness, and everything. And girls at 15 or 16 around me, they usually thought about, clothes or makeup or anything which didn't interest me at all. I went to the internet and I found the website about anesthesia, and there was a forum where people communicated they found each other, found their soulmates, and someone they could do together really great things. I started to talk to those people. I found hope for me, and a way to create my own future as I wanted it, a different way from the system that I had to integrate in, and earn money and something else. So really, I found that there is no problem in earning money, and I could do that even without having a paper about my education finished and everything. So I didn't finish it. In the end, I dropped out of the music college after 3 years of studying there.
Intentionally?
Yes. I stopped, and it all coincidentally happened. My hands began to hurt in these places because I played a lot, and not always in a healthy state. When you have a high temperature, you must not play at all, because it can have very bad results afterwards. Well, it doesn't matter really. I think the main thing was that my soul didn't want it. And I found a group of people who wanted to find their place on earth, and to be happy there, and to make something, well, at least a bit closer to what anesthesia described, because of course we are not on that level of consciousness or ability to love everything and create something as great and beautiful as she described, but well, we try to.
It's a very good start what you're doing, what I can see. Well, you build your own house, a very beautiful straw bale house, have already established nice gardens, have bees.
It was my dream from that age, so I guess,
Wow. And so in 2012, you moved here. I mean, now you're 25.
Yes.
So,
so
when you're 22
when
years,
I was 22,
you started to live on your own family homestead.
Yes, that was eventually the place where I felt myself at home. And when me and my husband, we came here in this particular place, it was a feeling when you know that you don't have to go anywhere else. You just, you came where you are and where you wanted to. You reached the point where you can start everything and create something beautiful, something for your future, for your children, for the planet. A very small part of the planet, but anyway, if everyone will think about it as a small part of a huge environment, I think we can change everything. Yes.
Great. So now you're busy in finishing your...
We're in process of life.
Oh, you're in process of life. So
we're not really busy, I can't
say
so.
So you enjoy your life now? And
yes. We were busy, really busy, when we were in the building state, and we wanted to build as fast as we could, because we started in August, and the climate here is not really welcome for builders in autumn, like October or November. It's already very cold, and it can be very rainy and wet, and especially for the straw bale house, the rain, it's a catastrophe. So we had to hide under a huge tent all our house.
You built a huge tent for the straw bales.
For the straw bales, yes, and we built our house only on the sunny and dry days. Yes, and well, that was before we managed to put the roof over it.
But already in 2012, you built the roof also.
Yes, we started in August, and we made the foundation in August, and on September the 1st we got our straw bales and started building the walls. It was almost insane, because nobody starts building a house on the 1st of
late.
September.
It's really almost the end of the season, and then you started.
Insane, yes.
Wow! But you succeeded still.
We were, yes.
Amazing,
we were
amazing.
mad enough to do that. We had, of course, we had our friends who came and helped us, but basically it was our, dream to build a house with our own hands, and I never felt myself happier than when I, mixed my hands in clay and straw and did all this. Even if it was cold and wet and not really funny, but rather hard work. But it was worth everything.
Wow, amazing! Yeah, and
yes.
the energy is really good of the house, and it's beautiful and bright. And it feels
I had an
cozy
image in my
and warm.
head, when we did it. I had an image, and I told my husband when he, sort of was very tired and said, "Oh, maybe we should pay the money and ask someone to build something."
He
yes,
okay.
Yes. Well, it is what a woman should do. She should inspire her man. And I always said to him, well, imagine that you have a son and he asks you who built your house, who built my house, and you can tell your son that you did it, that you built the house. You can't imagine how important it is for your son to hear this, because it means so many things at once. It means that it's easy and you will do this easily yourself. It means that your dad loved you so much that he wanted to build the house himself so that you will be happy. Oh God, I'm going to cry now.
That's good.
That's very... yes, and I never thought that a woman is such a, glossy creature who can't move a hand to build something real and solid on this planet. I was, I wasn't afraid of anything, so that was really a great time. Yes.
So obviously, and your words gave him a lot of strength.
Yes,
that he
did.
really moved on, and then you finished
but
it.
Of course, we had weekends, and you can't work hard without having any rest. You have to rest, and you have to be happy. You have to go for walks and just absorb the beauty around you. And
but you were during your build, you were still living in the tent.
Yes,
partly.
in a tent, and then partly we slept in our car, which
amazing,
was which was big enough for us. We're not very tall, so maybe you would be uncomfortable there, but we were fine. Yes.
So, and how about the cost of the house, the material cost? What do you estimate?
It was really much less than many people spent on their houses here, because we didn't really have a lot of money, and we sort of counted everything, and we decided to make a small house. Well, because the wood here is cut in 6 meter length, we decided to make it 6 by 6, not to cut anything, not to do any
any
extra work. Yes. So 6 by 6, yes, and we made a wooden foundation, an experimental one, which no one could understand, and people thought that we were crazy, and our house won't live 5 or 10 years. It won't be safe enough or long living enough or anything. But well, basically, we had enough information. We surfed the internet very actively, and we looked for any information, any other experiences of other people who built like that, and eventually we found a film about self-carrying straw bale houses. A film, I think it was filmed in Canada or in North America, somewhere there. And a friend gave it to us. It was all very magical, really. So when we wanted to build a house like that, a friend came and gave us a film, and we managed to see the whole process and to be more confident about what we are going to do.
Good, yeah.
Yes, that was very important. And then we went to a building site where another friend of ours was building a straw bale house, but with a wooden construction around it. And we we got a chance to feel the plaster and to see how it is made and mixed, and what do you do with it afterwards. Well, because straw bale houses are not really very common in Russia, and especially self-carrying ones. People usually they're scared to build something that they're not sure about, that was not built in generations before him. And what we did was altogether crazy and new, and absolutely didn't guarantee any results. No insurance at all. Yeah, we managed to do that somehow. Of course, in the first year we had only one room in which we put a small stove, and we lived right there. Next year, 2013, we managed to start making additional apartments made from wood, just for storing things and for adding some space to our life. And last year we eventually made the last layer of plaster, of lime plaster, and our house eventually is now white and beautiful as it was,
Yes.
as it should be.
As it should be.
Yes.
Great.
So but we are in process, and really the main thing that we learned while living here is that there is no place to hurry, and your time is your time. You can take it and move at your pace. Absolutely.
Okay.
So if you don't build your house in 1 year, there's nothing bad about it being built slowly, year after year. And the main purpose of all this is to live happily. And if you make yourself too busy and hard working here, and it makes you unhappy, that it kills the whole purpose of being here. Yes. That's what many people are. Unfortunately, they put themselves into an unhappy environment, and too much hard work, too many things they want to do at once, like.
Are you speaking of general people, or
I'm speaking of the settlers, of the people who want to live in their own house and land. Yes.
So they give themselves too much pressure.
Yes,
with,
too much pressure.
Feeling they want to get this done now, the house and orchard and the lake, everything.
Everything.
As fast as possible, no?
The flower beds, the house,
and
the children.
on the way they enjoy it. No?
Yes.
It's like you want to go to a mountain high up, and you just look for the top instead of enjoying this beautiful path, no? And you just run and don't look to the side. It's true. We should check to the side and enjoy the flower on the road, and enjoy every moment. So that's, I think, a very good insight you have.
And when you live here, it is much easier to learn and notice the life around you and live happily. When I lived in the city, it was much harder for me to do this, because in the city you're always in very solid time schedule, and everything you have to do on time. You have to be there and somewhere else, even if you're not working or you're not studying. The city itself, it makes you run around in different places. Otherwise you're stuck in the apartment and you don't know what to do and where to go.
Yes, but here you have your space, no? You can
space.
Explore your garden and
everything changes every day, And at first I thought that our piece of land is small, and I had so many plans.
How big is it? A hectare?
A hectare and a half. Yes, 1.5. But we have empty spaces between neighbors, so it's a bit smaller than 1.5 We have 2 meters inside. From our borderline. We measure 2 meters inside. So we have empty spaces all around it. So different people could walk around safely and not intrude into our space. So it's like pathways.
Good.
Yes.
Well, I think
it was a very wise thing to do.
But it's big enough, you think, now,
yes,
right?
It is.
Yes.
Now I think it is, because at first we thought that we wanted to have a horse, and we want to have some other animals, I don't know, a goat or a chicken, or I wanted to plant lots of exotic trees and plants, and they need space, and I thought, how little space I have. I can plant only 300 trees, and I want to plant 1,000 or something like that. And now I think everything is enough, and I really have enough free space and empty land to move on.
Do you still want to have animals?
I'm not sure about it. No. Right now we are in a very important state of creating our relationships with the nature and plants, the plant world. I don't think I'm ready to start my relationships with animals. I'm not really sure about their purpose in my life right now. When you invite an animal to live with you, you are,
it's almost like a baby. You're responsible. You're responsible, of course.
Yes.
Very responsible indeed. It's like children, almost to some degree.
And I feel this great responsibility, and I'm not sure that I'm ready for it right now, because I already feel that every tree that I planted is my child, and the responsibility is huge enough in that. So,
and also, it's quite likely that there will come some animals to you even when you're ready, or when life thinks you are ready. Exactly. But it could even it can happen in so many ways. I mean, friends of mine, they didn't want to have intentionally animals, but a dog came to them and stayed, or a cat, or even a bird who was injured, for example.
We had a cat who came to us when we lived and built our house in the camp. And then it left just somewhere on its way, so it lived with us for several months. It was really, very great. It's exactly the same with children. I think that I'm in a state of waiting for the right state of my mind, my soul, my heart, and to feel myself completely ready to invite the child in this world. Because if I don't feel myself ready, if I'm not completely open,
if you only do it from your head,
from my head, because
from the full heart,
because you should do this,
exactly, which many people do actually.
The people
because they think they might
ask yourself, when are you going?
Exactly, they might think from their head, maybe I'm getting too old, so I have to do it now. But it's not from the heart, really,
and they capture themselves into constant hurry somewhere.
On the other hand, I mean, people might think, well, you have easy talking, you speak easy about it because you're 25 years old.
Well, my husband is not. He's 32, and he's a bit panicky about it.
Really?
But
when you live the healthy lifestyle, I mean, you can live 150 years.
Absolutely, and I know people. Well, my friend Svetlana, she's 37, and she gave birth to her son last year, and he's completely healthy, and it was. She said that it was much more easy for her and much more, harmonious and enjoyable than the birth of her first son when she was like 29 or whatever, so much younger, and so it doesn't matter at all. Everything will happen in its right moment. You
keep going, creating yourself a good life and a good future for yourself, your family, and whole of humanity, huh?
I hope so. I would be really happy to visit different places on our planet where people do the same. It would be so interesting for me because I always thought of it as a great thing to do.
Like it's like a global movement.
Yes, yes, to feel yourself a part of something global, and to make a change to the world. Doing small things make a big thing altogether in the end. I didn't want the only purpose of it to be just life in a good place somewhere in the beautiful nature, and raise healthy children, although it is all very good, yes. But it is not enough. It's just something natural that will happen, yes, and it's not something that you should stop at. You should go further and higher and think globally, because when you think of yourself as a human person, a human being, it's not really true, because we are all one great being, all human beings,
Yes.
all living beings, even. So if you feel yourself a part of something great, it helps to see.
Exactly, yeah. And when the whole earth is surrounded with beautiful gardens,
Yes.
it will feel also, also for yourself, it will just feel much better. No?
Yes.
Also this shouldn't be just for Russia. No?
Yes, of course. No.
When Russia is a paradise, but the other world, China still, or
I'm
whatever,
not
still
sure
pollutes the
I'm not
environment.
really sure that Russia will be first to reach the paradise state.
Well, it's in the books it says so, no? But
in the books, yes, it's not really the most important thing, because
it should happen everywhere at the same time already.
Yes.
No? Bhutan is making good progress,
Yes,
as you know.
we
no?
hope so.
They want to be the first
He seems to be a
organic
great
country,
guy. Yeah.
like really a 100% organic country.
Yes,
no?
yes, that's great.
But overall, we are seeing quite some positive changes happening.
Yes, they are. I've noticed that in the last few years, I see a huge and a rise of vegetarian movement and vegan movement, and ecological-minded, people, and people who want to do something for someone else, for their city, for the earth, for for the planet, or for some other people at least. So for animals, it's so inspiring just to see this, and the world is changing already. Yes. And every one of us, every our thought, every our word, and every moment that we live happily and filled with love inside, it changes everything. Because yes, everything is everything is alive around us.
So then this means also, especially for the people who don't have their own land yet,
Yes.
right? That they also.
Yes, it's very, very important for us to show them another way of life. And on the other hand, I don't think that everyone should live like this. No, it's absolutely...
Being happy is the foundation of
being happy
everything
is
first.
The most important.
Yes.
Wherever you are, wherever you live, even in the city or in the country or somewhere else. So, yes. I wish everyone would feel happy.
Yeah, good. I also wish everyone will feel happy, and we'll do our best to create this world. Yeah, thank you a lot for this sharing.
Thank you for coming. It was really, it was like a breath of fresh air, as I said.
Breath of fresh air, great.
Because for me, English language is like my second own language, because I always loved just the sound of it, and I loved my teacher, and in fact she was the first live vegetarian that I had chance to communicate with, and she was like an example for me. I didn't think about her lifestyle till I grew up, but now I guess that she must have influenced me, and she showed me another way to live as well.
Great.
That's what we do to each other.
Maybe you can send her nice greetings if you want that.
Oh.
Maybe she sees it.
Yes. I would like to thank my teachers and all the people who I met on my way of life. Every one of them was my teacher. I love you all very much. And be happy.
Great, okay. And I send nice greetings to all people who see this, whoever you are.
Yes,
I
me
wish
too.
you very, very well and wish you the best. See you.